Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're going to do our pasta bolognese vegan style. I need you to start out by taking 1 cup of your Taste Like Beef TVP. Put it in a pot, just like that. You're going to add 1 cup of water, and what I want you to do is let it sit for at least 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. It looks like ground beef. You're going to set it on a low to medium temperature and let it warm up. And after that, you're going to take your tomato basil, and you're going to have 1 cup total of this, and you need to add 4 cups of water. Add it to a pan just like this. And after you add that to your pan, it's going to look like this. What you need to do is use a whisk and whisk it really, really good. Now, tonight I'm only doing half a recipe because I need to eat light tonight. The other thing I want you to do is get a couple of tomatoes. I like to use Roma tomatoes, and I want you to dice those tomatoes up, and they should look like that. The other thing, too, is I need you to get some fresh basil. If you don't have fresh basil, you can actually use a dehydration of a basil. This is out of my yard. I have a whole bunch of herbs out there. Also, get you some garlic. Now, I don't know if anybody knows about these gloves. Gloves are great to have in your kitchen. It stops cross-contamination, but the other benefit is, you know how usually it's stubborn to get that skin off? With the gloves, you can actually rub the skin off, just like that. See? Look. No skin. Voila, new trick. Okay, my garlic is all minced up. Now, I don't mince it really small because I like it chunky, so that's how I like it. But you could do it any which way you like. What we're going to do is add this to our TVP. Just like that. The oils are going to get in there, and it's going to season it real nice. Remember, nobody's left behind. Get it all. Waste not, want not. The other thing I'm not sure you guys know about is we have also a line of a raw cut of kosher sea salt. I did add a little bit of that to the mixture. Fortunately, I can't do it while I'm videoing because I only have one hand. Now what I'm going to do is mix this all up, just like that. Okay, get in there and mix it all up. What we're doing is just heating this up right now. We don't want to burn it, just heat it. Now while all that's cooking, we want to throw our water on. And make sure you add a little bit of salt to it. Never add oil because the oil will not mix well with your sauce. I had to put my raw sea salt in a different grinder. So just a little bit, you don't need a lot. Now let's check on our sauce. Okay, it's starting to spit a little bit. What you want to do is to make sure you keep an eye on everything while you're cooking it. Nobody likes burnt food. In a few minutes, we're going to add that textured vegetable protein to our sauce. This is optional. I do have a line of dehydrated vegetables that I will be coming out shortly with. And this is actually my dehydrated tomatoes. And what I like to do is add a little bit of them because it has a nice texture. Remember, I have to have texture with my food. And she looks like she's ready to blow. So what we want to do now is add in our diced Roma tomatoes. Just like that. Make sure you get everything out. And we got to get a spoon. I prefer like to use wooden spoons. And mix that all around, just like that. Give it a nice little chunky tomato texture. And once the dehydrated tomatoes have rehydrated, we're going to add them to the mix too. Now I've added my dehydrated tomatoes to the mixture. Mix that all around. Yummy, yummy for my tummy. Okay. Now it's just about time for that bad boy to go in. And we're going to do it now together. Let me just remove my spoons. Okay. Now remember, I'm one-handed with this. You want all of it out. Just like that, okay? And this is why you want a non-stick pan, so everything doesn't get burnt. What you're going to do now is mix everything together. If you find the sauce is too thick now, then what you can do is you can eventually just add a little bit more water to it. It won't hurt the mix. You just give it more of a liquefied mixture. I like my sauce thick though. Just like that. Look at that, guys. Now that looks just like ground beef, but it's not. We're going to throw this on a low. I had it on a 4. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cut your basil. It's very simple. To get the most out of it, you take one leaf like this. Okay, I hope you can see that. And what I do is I roll it up. I roll it up just like this. Okay, roll it up. And then you get your scissors and you cut. Just like that. You see that? Okay, let's do another one together. Let's go bigger. Take your basil from the bottom and you roll it up like a taco. So it's like rolled up like a taco. And then you cut. Just like that. Let's get a closer look. Okay, see that? Just like that. Do you guys have a little tool like this? Usually you use it. Well, actually it has a hole in the middle. And that hole gives you 1 serving per person of pasta. And that's what that's for. So that's a little new information for you. Okay, our pasta is boiling. And I just put my pasta in. So we want pasta to be al dente. That means not overcooked. So once you put it in, you mix it around, make sure nobody's sticking. Just like that. The recommendation of cooking pasta is 10 minutes. So what you're going to do is go to your timer and you're going to set it for 10 minutes. When that goes off, that means your pasta is done. No more than 10 minutes. Now with about 8 minutes on the clock, we're going to add that basil. You always want to add your herbs in at the last moment, because if you do not do so, you're going to lose the flavor. Ah, shoot. Started blowing that overboard. Put this back there. Alright. Move that around. Just like that. This is your sauce working up right now. Mix real good. Get your sides too if you can. Sounds angry, doesn't it? Okay, your pasta's done now. So in school they taught me that you have to drain out the pasta and keep the hot water contained somehow. But I actually have decided not to do that tonight. So what we're going to do is pour that into the strainer. So now your pasta is all strained out. And the trick from it sticking is to add hot water to it. You want to rinse it all out. Rinse all that starch out, because that's what gets it all stuck together. Just like this. And then you're going to let it sit there. Strain more water out of it. Okay, a lot of people say that the sauce is a little bitter, and that's because it's actually dehydrated tomatoes with no preservatives. And what most companies do is they add a whole bunch of preservatives to make it not so bitter. What I do is I take my coconut palm sugar. It's 100% organic. I have it in here, my little magic bullet, and I'll add a pinch of it to my sauce. So let's go ahead and do that. So you just want to pinch. See that? Just add a pinch. If you want it more flavorful, meaning not so bitter, you can add some more. Let's just put some in for some good luck. Just like that. Make sure you add it, and then you mix it up real good. Just like this. And I do this at the end. Okay? And that's how you do it. Now I'm going to show you the finished product. So grab your spaghetti. See how it's not sticky? Because you rinsed it out. Grab the amount you want and put it right in the center of your plate, just like that. Remember, we want to go with small portions. We don't want to overeat. And you get a scoop of your sauce, just like that, and you add it right in the center. I like a lot of sauce, so I'm going to add some more. And so guys, that is our pasta bolognese. I hope you enjoy, and please subscribe, because I'm going to actually bring out some more recipes. This week I'm going to do a blueberry cobbler using our blueberries. Very simple dish. Enjoy. And thank you, and have a wonderful night.